Hey everyone, my name is Riley and today I'm going to be talking about the move to electric cars. So when you guys were a kid, what was your idea of like a futuristic car? Did you think of flying cars or floating cars or hovering cars or maybe cars with helicopter props, maybe jet engines? I know as a kid this was kind of my idea of a futuristic car. So it was a car that is kind of like what you see in the B movie. So they still hover, they fly essentially, but they still have a pathway to go on, a road to go on. And as a kid, I would always picture everybody having these floating cars that didn't have wheels or tires, definitely didn't have helicopter props or jet engines. But we moved just like we normally would, but instead it was so advanced, it was just insane. And instead, we decided to move electric. So we don't have those floating cars, we do not have flying cars, but instead we have cars that are battery powered that we consider to be electric. And the reason they're electric is because there's this little container that holds all the wires, the battery acid goes into the car, makes it move, and instead of putting fuel in, you now drive over to a charging port, you plug your car in, and then it charges. So today I'm going to be talking about these electric cars. Biggest thing is going to be talking about the environment, how it helps the air pollution and put out less pollution. And then it's going to be talking about the benefits of moving electric and why or how we are moving electric. So topic number one, we're going to be talking about these electric cars. So who's doing it, why we're doing it, and what are the benefits of doing it. So one of the biggest guys you may know is Elon Musk. He is the maker of Tesla, which is a huge electric car manufacturer. Now they have grown to be extremely big. You see those Teslas everywhere, in every color, in a bunch of different models. And it kind of helped to push GMC to move forward and Ford to move forward. Or now another cool one is Porsche. They now have the Cayenne, which is super sweet. That is now electric. Ferrari's moved electric. We now have a Lamborghini that's electric. But one of the biggest things was Elon Musk. He was one of the biggest dudes to push electric cars to go be successful. And then you get things such as this, which GMC produced their Hummer. Another one you're going to start seeing a lot more is the Rivian. It's a pickup truck. Those are kind of cool too. So topic number one is the people doing it. I mean, like I said, you have Elon Musk and all these guys moving and advancing to push electric. What this is going to do moves on to topic two, the benefits of going electric, there's a lot of benefits. One of the biggest ones, you no longer have to deal with fuel. You don't have to worry about gas or diesel or pulling up to the gas station questioning, is it 85, 88, is it 89, 91, diesel, 93. Instead, you'll pull up to a charging port, plug it in, let it charge. Elon Musk and other companies have now done it where you can now sit and watch movies in your car as it's charging. So you no longer have to, stand out in the cold and wait. Another thing would be tip of the iceberg, which is going to be no maintenance. So you don't have to worry about those oil spills or those gas spills or the transmission leaks or the coolant leaking. Instead, you just have to worry about when your battery's going out. And the advancement in cars is now, it tells you everything. It tells you what's wrong, it tells you why it's wrong, when you got to replace a battery, and with the low maintenance, you don't have to pay it. I mean, it's way more cost efficient. You don't have to pay all the maintenance that you normally do now. Think of that 2005 truck that you're driving. How many times you get an oil change? How many times you have to go to a gas station and fuel it? Or when something breaks, it's all trial and error trying to figure it out. You don't have that anymore. You simply take it to the dealership, they take the battery out, put a new battery in, call it a day. If something's wrong, they don't got to worry, is it mechanical, is it electrical, does it have to do with the fuel pump? Instead, they know it's electrical. And the people there are real good with the electrics. Topic number three is going to be going the benefits of moving, towards electric cars compared to all the ones burning fossil fuels. The biggest thing is going to be the pollution and keeping the air clean. So these electric cars, instead of, having a big engine block that sits there and burns and combusts all these fuels and essentially pushes it out the exhaust and releases so much pollution into the air, you can now breathe a lot better when you own one, because you don't got to worry about that. Those small little containers that are cemented closed, they have no pollution put out to them. There's nothing coming out the exhaust. You don't have to worry about the air you're breathing. You don't have to worry about people complaining that your diesel is pouring out black smoke, but instead, these electric cars, they just push out air. Those small little motors, like Tesla's is a small little cylinder that's cemented closed. It runs off electricity, so it sits there and it powers a car and it gets everything moving, and then the car moves just like a normal car would. You just don't have to worry about, maintenance, or you don't have to worry about any of the gas leaks or oil spills. You simply just worry about your battery. So I know a lot of you may be questioning, how do we get rid of these batteries, or what do we do with the batteries when they're all done? So one of the biggest things is we're going to have to dismantle these batteries and essentially try and recycle them. You don't want to throw an entire battery in the landfill and call it a day. Looking up some research, it shows it would take a human about 2 to 3 hours to dismantle one of these batteries to even see if we can recycle anything. Just like cars, we now have advancements in mechanics and what we call robots. They will dismantle these batteries for us within minutes. It takes everything apart, breaks the cement seal, takes all the wiring out, tries to dispose of all the battery acid. Once this is done, we can essentially recycle what we can. The landfill takes what we can't do, which most of that's probably going to be the container, which goes with any other trash that you throw out from your house. So, with that being said, and wrapping up the conversation and the 3 topics that we discovered, moving electric is a huge benefit. You get the cleaner air, you don't got to worry about gas, you get electric charging ports, which you can put at your house, by the way. And it's futuristic. I mean, the automobile industry, the biggest thing is change. And it seems everybody's changing electric, and it's time that we start looking to change electric too. We have this huge change that's standing at the hands of us people that can change the world. Moving electric may not sound like the best idea, but it essentially is the most cost-effective, most beneficial, and the cleanest for the environment. Thanks.